I'm recording.
Super. Looks like we have a quorum too. Good night, or excuse me. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the City of Tumwater's Planning Commission meeting for Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. It's 7 p.m. and we are called to order. I'll start with roll call. Commissioner Edwards?
Here.
Great. Commissioner Kirkpatrick is excused. Commissioner Kotek?
Here.
Commissioner Nelson?
Here.
Commissioner Brownsley?
We heard from him. He is excused for this.
That's right. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that reminder. Vice Chair Staff?
Here.
Very good. And me, your chair, Commissioner Robbins. We have a quorum, so we're good to go. Let's see, do we have any changes to our agenda tonight? And any are needed? Very good. Let's go to item number 4, approval of minutes from June 23rd. Do you have any revisions or questions or that?
I move to approve the minutes of June 23rd.
I'll second that. Very good. It's been moved and seconded to approve our minutes from June 23rd, 2026. Last call for any discussion.
Just continued appreciation for the timeliness of these minutes. Thank you.
Very much so. All right, all in favor of approving our minutes from June 23rd, 2026, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, the minutes are approved. Thanks, everybody. Let's go to commissioners' reports. Anybody want to mention anything? Okey-doke. How about directors or deputy directors' report?
So Sharon gave me some items to talk about. The Joint Tree Tour is next meeting on the 28th. I'm asking everybody to be in front of City Hall at 5:45. We'll need a quorum of the Planning Commission. Proceed with that. Commissioner Kirkpatrick will be excused.
Okay.
All
right.
And then there will be no meeting on August 11th. There's no items on the agenda. So what we do have, we've given you homework, and we'd like to see that by the meeting on the 25th. So just keep in mind, you'll have things to do, even if we're not.
We'll get that.
Homework is off the share.
We'll have to invent something, right? There will be a quiz. Okay, anything else?
For the items.
All right, let's go to number 7, general public comment. Do you have anybody online that would like to address the Planning Commission on general matters? We will get to the subject of our public hearing next, but it's just general. I can't see the name.
We have a Jared Bowers.
Okay. Mr. Bowers, if you would like to address the Planning Commission on general matters, this would be the time to do it. If you'd like to do so, state your name and your address, and if you represent anyone. You're muted at the moment if you're trying to speak. Okay. Is that okay. All right, it looks like maybe not.
Probably just an attendee.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to our main item, item 8, our public hearing. Will be our on ordinance number 2026-016, parking lot lighting. And what I'll do is I'll run through the procedure first before we get going, so that everybody knows what we'll be doing. And I appreciate the cheat sheet again. Okay. What we'll do is I'll call the public hearing to order, and then we will hear a presentation from city staff. We will get a chance to ask questions as commissioners of staff at that point. And then I will go to public testimony, if there's any, to hear from members of the public. I'll note that there's nobody in the room here with us, at least at this moment. And then once we've heard from anybody wishing to make public testimony, I will close that portion of our hearing, and then commissioners can again discuss anything that we've heard. And then we can deliberate on what our action might be on the hearing before voting on that, on the our item. And then once that's done, once we voted, then I'll close the public hearing. And with any reminders. When we get to the public testimony, what I'll do is I'll ask any speakers to identify themselves with their name, their address, and if they represent any entity, an association or other entity. And we'll limit comments to roughly 2 to 3 minutes. I don't think I'm going to run through any of the rest until we get through the whole matter, but of course we want to keep matters directly focused on our topic, the ordinance, the proposed ordinance, and not make any personal remarks or any rude or unruly type of remarks. All right, let's go ahead and I will formally open our public hearing, and we'll start with our briefing. Brad.
Thank you. My name is Brad Medred. I'm the Community Development Director in the City of Tumwater. Next slide, please. The purpose of tonight's hearing is to discuss an ordinance that will be amending 1850-060 off-street parking area design requirements, which is a section of our off-street parking code, 1850. The intent is to address the height of parking lot lighting for large multi-building complexes or multiple tenant buildings adjacent to I-5. Just a little bit of background that I mentioned in the staff report. There are lighting requirements in the city code that were developed over the course of many years. And going back and looking at the history of the ordinances in 1998 is when the height of the parking lot lighting standards was established as 24. It also included a number of things about off-site light spillage and so forth. When the city passed its dark sky ordinance in 2009, all those requirements about how to measure light impacts on neighboring properties and all that was pulled out and put into a new section in 1842. And the off-street parking requirements, the only thing that remained was the height of the parking lot standard. Next slide, please. So as mentioned, the ordinance will modify height requirements for multiple buildings or multiple tenants, raising the allowable height from 24 to 37 feet in that instance. The ordinance does not make any changes to the off-street illumination standards or other limits on site lighting in 1840-035, the exterior illumination section, or to Chapter 2, which is the commercial mixed-use and multifamily section or chapter of the citywide design guidelines. So what that means in practice is a project proponent could design a site with higher light standards, but the amount of light that leaves the site and all the other standards in terms of shielding and all that still be the same. Next slide, please. So the amendment affects only one subsection of 1850-060, Section K. The parking lot lighting section, the first part of that is striking out the not exceeding 24 feet in height and adding 2 additional sections. The first one deals with all the instances where we're not dealing with frontage on I-5 of a certain building size, so that's the 24 feet remains. And then the multiple building complex on I-5 has the 37 feet height requirement as a second component. Next slide. Recommended action on staff for the commission tonight is to conduct a public hearing, take public testimony, and forward a recommendation of approval to the council on the ordinance. Next slide, please. In terms of the steps so far for the ordinance, the SEPA checklist was completed in June and a determination of non-significance issued on June 12. The determination appeal period ended on July 2nd. I believe we had one comment and no appeals, so the process is complete. The notice of intent process, which is the Department of Commerce notification process, we are required to send our ordinances to Commerce, who in turn send it to all relevant state agencies for comment. They have 60 days to review anything we send up. We sent that on June 4th, and the comment period will end on August 3rd. We have not heard any or received any comments yet on that. Planning Commission hearing is tonight. The schedule for City Council will be General Government Committee briefing on the ordinance tomorrow morning. And then the council is scheduled for consideration on the ordinance on August 18th. Council can't take action until the notice of intent process is complete. So that's the first council meeting after that. I believe that's all of the slides. If you have any questions.
First ask, did you get any written comments or emails or?
We received no written comments, emails, or in-person calling or anything.
Any other questions? I have just one question. I don't think this was raised when we had our initial briefing work session on the topic, but I'm just wondering, how would somebody come in, or do we need this? Could somebody apply for a variance without having to go through this ordinance change? Or flipping that, if somebody needs, a property owner needs higher light standards in other circumstances, could they still apply for a variance?
The big issue is the variance criteria are written such that economic issues aren't part of the variance procedure. So if it's saying it's too expensive, that's not a criteria we can use. And it has to be essentially a special case brought on by the layout of the parcel or something else that causes the issue. The person can't be causing the issue in order to ask the variance. So really the variance procedure wouldn't apply in this case, except in very limited cases that were driven by the exact parcel itself. Yep.
All right. Other questions on that? All right, well then I will open the public testimony portion of our hearing tonight. And I'll reiterate that if we have anybody wishing to speak, that like you to identify yourself, your address, your home address, and if you represent anybody, and if you could limit your remarks to 2 minutes or so on the topic at hand, our ordinance and parking lot lighting. Do we have anybody wishing to provide public testimony on our ordinance, proposed ordinance? Mr. Bowers is still there. Mr. Bowers, would you like to address the Planning Commission on the public hearing? It looks like not, and we don't see anybody else online and nobody here, so looks like there's no one here to make public testimony, so I will close that portion of our hearing. Public testimony is concluded. I guess this is our time back as Planning Commission to ask any further questions or to decide what kind of action we might want to take, which is, I guess our options are we can approve as proposed. If we feel like we need to make any amendments, or we can decline to approve or forward to City Council. Anyone?
I'll move that we approve.
Okay, as written.
As written.
Very good.
I'll second.
There's a second. Okay. It's been moved by Commissioner Kotek and seconded by Commissioner Edwards to approve ordinance number 2026-016, parking lot lighting, as written for council consideration. Any other discussion? All right. All in favor of approving ordinance number 2026-016, parking lot lighting, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, looks like we're unanimous. Ordinance is approved for forwarding to council. Maybe you have that backwards, forwarding to council for their approval. I think you get the gist. All right, I think we have done what we needed to do on the public hearing portion, so I will close that. And it looks like it is at 7:16 that we close that. All right, let's go on. Next meeting date, as Brad mentioned, is July 28th. It's going to be our joint session with the council. Is the tree board too?
Tree board
Tree board
council.
too. Great. So
And will we have a meeting after that too? Like our trip, just that, we're gonna go on the tour thing? Oh, I love those.
Oh, okay. That's a
Those
good
are my
question.
favorite. Those are fun.
yeah, they're always fun. Can you please send a reminder about the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the place.
And place. Yes, all of it. All right, that's very good. Okay. It looks like this is a really super short meeting. We did our work, and so we're adjourned. Very good. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
That was fun.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.